Let's get the show on the road. We have our weekly podcast now. I missed out on uploading on Sunday. That was due to a complication with me being stupid. Um, yeah, I got carried away playing League, and so I just played through my time slot, and then I lost that match I think, and I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna lose because of this because I think we had like an AFK player. And then next match I went fucking Yasuo and won, which is like when you win as Yasuo, it's like fucking ecstasy. It's like fucking taking coke, man. It's fucking awesome. Oh, it's fucking banger. Right now, we're just having a nice slow intro. Let the music play in the background. No one is here. That is true. I don't think anyone will be here, but I'm still going to do this weekly just to document how the week has been going. Because it's important to do that, for a well-being perspective. Even if no one does care, I need to care about myself. I need to be able to look back and see what I did, what went wrong, etc., etc. So, yeah. Last week was pretty crazy with all the drinks and stuff, and my fucking charges, not charges, but how much I was fucking paid. How much I paid, not was paid. I don't get fucking paid, I'm a student. But how much I paid for drinks is not cool, because it cost me like fucking $10. $10 for drinks, right? Because right now I'm not able to like drink proper like beers and shit. Which I mean, anyway, I drink like piss cheap pints of beer. But I do the Today is Monday, right? And you need to fucking remember that. Fucking I go out and buy these pretty fucking cheap drinks, shots. I've been trying Jaeger recently. Jägermeister, fucking, delicious. Absolutely love it. But yeah, we can just Monday and Tuesday weren't really all that special. I'd like to say. They yeah, not much really happened on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday something did happen, and Wednesday I fucking hated it. All right, it was a Wednesday or was it Friday? I think it was Friday. It's Friday. Friday. I think it was Friday. Definitely Friday when it happened, but Wednesday it went out. It was a lot of fun going out with my friends. We had some nice fucking drinks. Enjoyed it. Just for a little bit because there was a goodbye party for one of the people who was work at the place I'm staying as like the chef kind of main chef in the cafeteria, and he was leaving. The guy likes Rooster Teeth, which was surprising. He's listens more to their podcasts. I mean, like everyone else, I got in on Red versus Blue. I stayed a bit before Ruby though, until Ruby became shit, and now I'm just criticizing it with my friends. Fucking, I gotta do shit about that when the next season rolls around for that. But yeah. Now it's now it's just I don't really watch Ruby, but I was surprised to see that. So he was there. We enjoyed enjoyed ourselves. Went out for a bit, came back. Yeah, wasn't really anything special, but it was fun, and that's all that matters to me, really. I met some people, chatted with a bunch of people, and that was Wednesday evening. Nothing too, spectacular. Only stayed until like 1 or 2 a.m. Thursday I don't have any classes except for one in the morning, which it's a coding class, which is not like the most important thing for me to be in. All my classes, of course, are important to be in, but I slept through a little bit of it, but I listened to the rest of it. Don't worry about it. I mean, all the lectures are recorded anyway, especially the ones that aren't like on campus. Even the ones that are on campus are recorded, and those are on Friday. So that happened on Wednesday. Thursday night is when typically everyone goes out because for most of the courses, right? There's for most of the courses there are no classes on Friday, or if they do, it's like a tutorial in the afternoon. Drinking my water, you gotta stay hydrated. But there's like a tutorial in the afternoon, so it's like fine if you don't make it, but like most like you will make it for those courses. So they go out and drink, and well, my friends take those courses that are like that are what's it called, that don't have the classes on Friday. So I was like, I mean, they asked me if I wanted to go out and drink, and I'm not that fucking autistic that I'm gonna refuse going out with my friends. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go out, but I can't drink beer because of my diet. But according to the diet, most hard alcohols are okay, and I'm okay with drinking hard alcohol. So did that. Pretty fucking awesome. That's how I started. Yeah, introduced to Jaeger. I'm fucking really liking it. I don't know what it tastes like. I think it's like a mix between licorice and something else it's like some kind of candy that I've tasted before in the past, but I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, it's really good. But yeah, so some interesting stuff happened there. I met some of my friends' friends. They seem pretty cool. Mikey and this other girl with a really interesting Aurelia. That's what it is. Aurelia and Mikey. I remember her name because it's fucking magic cards, man. I used to play fucking Magic if you followed my older streams and shit when I was competitive pro Magic player. But yeah, they were fun. They were pretty interesting people. Like they were on the same kind of wavelength of comedy. Not so much Aurelia as Mikey, but they were both pretty chill, and I enjoy that. I enjoy their company. They seem like spending time with them is going to be fun, so got to keep them in mind for the future if I go out with my friends again. See if Aurelia and Mikey are coming. And then, what else? Happened that night? Met up with other friends. They kind of fucked off, like, halfway through. I don't know why. I think it's because I think they went to smoke, and smoking isn't allowed on campus, where the bar is on campus. So they went out to smoke. It was weird, which just left kind of like me, Aurelia, Mikey, and Vinay chilling at the steps. We were, it's pretty funny, because at one point, the lady who was, like, not necessarily bouncer, but she's just in charge of maintaining the bar, kind of, to make sure people are like following rules. She came out and told us that we weren't allowed to smoke when we weren't smoking. It was the group that just fucking left. It's quite funny, actually. So yeah, that was pretty entertaining. We just had a nice laugh about it because the woman like looked at us and then looked around and saw that we weren't smoking, and we didn't smell like smoke because none of us smoked, obviously. So yeah, that was that. Afterwards, it was getting pretty cold and rainy, and we were waiting for some other people who were inside the bar because they're busy getting a lot of fucking shots, which I mean, I don't really care for how much alcohol people drink as long as they're like somewhat functioning. Lucky for me, I don't really get that drunk anyway, so large amount of shots isn't a problem, but it's fucking expensive, man. That's the worst part of having a high alcohol tolerance. Oh, fucking water, man. Stay hydrated, motherfuckers. The biggest problem is that it costs way too much money to get like a good buzz or something like that. Which I mean is like why most people drink in the first place. So if I need to pay like fucking 10 euros and I was feeling completely fine. And that was fucking how many shots is that? Let me count that up. Like 5 shots? 5 fucking shots and I'm feeling great? That's not right. Right? Typically people are out after like 3 shots. They're like, ooh, I feel it coming. But no, I'm completely fine after 5. I'm not gonna fucking spend the 10 euros of extra money. Like, what do you think? I'm fucking crazy? Some fucking Rockefeller, man? I don't have fucking infinite funds. I really need to be smart about how I'm maintaining my balance. Because I did not account when I was doing like financing, because I knew how much monthly allowance I was gonna get for food, because I cook my own food and shit. I knew how much money I was gonna get. But I didn't account for my biggest problem, which was surprise spending, and I didn't account for. I didn't account for snacks. Snacks fucking killed my budget. Alright? And it also killed my stomach. That's why I'm on the diet right now. High fat, high protein, really good for losing weight very quickly. But, the thing was, I ate way too many snacks. There's a food called stroopwafel. They're basically these, like, waffles, like, these hard waffles. I don't know exactly what type of food they'd be called. It's kind of pastry. Not a biscuit, not a cookie, but something. It's weird. It's a stroopwafel. It's its own fucking brand of shit. They're filled with, like, really good, syrup or honey, depending on which ones you get. And they're really fucking delicious. And back, in high school and middle school in Belgium and shit like that, my parents, they bought them occasionally because I really, really fucking like them. I mean, who doesn't like stroopwafels? If you don't like stroopwafels, you're fucking cursed. But after I was able to like go out for myself and I could get them more regularly, they're really fucking cheap. Here, I mean, of course, because it's a Dutch snack. You can buy one at the Albert Heijn. That's like the supermarket. You can buy one of those for like a box of 10, 12 of them for like €1.60. And I fucking gorged out on them. Like a complete fucking retard. I gorged out. Why is my Discord thing wrong? It's all online. I gorged out and had way too many of them. I gained a lot of weight, but I spent also a lot of money, even though they're so cheap. Because I also bought other snacks. I bought like these raisins that were chocolate covered that looked interesting. I bought fucking bar mix snacks like I'm a fucking idiot. These like cans full with like nuts and fucking pretzels and shit. They're really good, but they're also meant to be shared by like 10 people over the course of a night, and I ate like 1 in 2 days, which is fucking abysmal for my health. And then I'm not sure if it really pushed me over the edge, but I had fucking in terms of money, maybe. Nah, never mind. It was really, really cheap because they were selling fucking 3 liters of Arizona iced tea for like €2. Like you can get it was buy one get one free on those 1.5 liter Arizona iced tea cartons, and just fucking €2 for one of them. So €2 for two of them, which is 3 liters. And I fucking like Arizona iced tea, man. I like that shit. So I bought those. Bad for my health, but it was pretty good wallet-wise because it's nice, sweet, like it's nice drink. Not the worst for my health, but probably shouldn't be drinking it anyway. What really, really killed my spending was shit that just I wasn't prepared for. I bought new earphones, right? Because before I bought a new phone, like before my phone died, my earphones I needed earphones for my iPod. I really want to listen to my iPod, and fucking for some reason, despite like almost no one selling them, regular earbuds are super, you know, uncharacteristically expensive. Right, these ones that I'm currently listening to, these ones that I bought, were like 12 euros. Like, they didn't have to be 12 euros. They're just really, really shitty earbuds that I'm probably gonna break by the end of the year. Not because I'm gonna break them, but because they're just designed to they're designed to be disposable. And then I got my phone, which gave me another pair of earphones, and I use those other pairs. I normally use those other pairs to like listen to my computer, and this other one for my iPod. But seeing as I forgot my my other, I think I got this is Reka. That's all right. She won't be able to make it. Yeah. Seeing as I left those in Belgium, I'm gonna be using these ones, and then when I go back to pick if this is my family, I'm gonna pick them up, bring them, whatnot. That's pretty all right. So yeah, that was my little rant about spending and like why I'm on my diet and shit. But yeah, now back to the weekly recap. That was Thursday. Alright, class tutorials and shit on Friday was, alright. It's tutorials and class, what am I gonna do? It's fucking 1 hour of logic and 2 hours of programming, which is, pretty alright. I like programming, so I don't mind the 2 hours, and it's good for our work on on the assignments we get, which this week was fucking weird, man. It was like some Sudoku asterisk bullshit. Asterisk Sudoku. It was weird, man. I don't fucking like that shit. I do not like that shit. So that was pretty okay. And then Friday, the day went pretty normal until around 6 o'clock. That was when I decided I was going to make lunch / dinner. I only usually eat once or twice a day. I've been trying to get better, like try to eat twice a day, so I can kind of like, because breakfast doesn't need to be, breakfast doesn't cost that much, right? Fucking 2 eggs and like some salami, or chicken breast salami. That's not expensive at all. That's pretty easy to make as well, so it doesn't take too much time, and it's pretty filling. Yeah, it still fucking tastes good. And eventually, when I'm gonna be able to, eat some bread, I'm gonna make sure I eat I get good nice gray bread, so I can make a nice sandwich, etc., etc. Although I might just give up on bread. Pasta's much better. Anyway, I digress. That day, Friday, I had chosen to eat once a day. Just once that day. So, I took my steaks. Right, it's a Friday, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna, it's not, what's the word, not pad myself, but I'm gonna spoil myself. I think the phrase is, I'm gonna spoil myself. So what I decided to do was just, I was going to make my steaks with paprika and fried onions, right? High fat, high protein diet does not mean you don't eat vegetables. Vegetables are still very important. So I decided to make paprika and onions. Very, very nice. They're delicious, of course, when I make them. And so I made my steaks, right? I cook them, right? You put some cooking oil in a cast iron skillet. Make sure it's very, very hot. You sear the steaks, and I like mine's medium rare, so I only really sear them, keep them on the pan for a little bit, eat them, right? Naturally, it gets really hot, right? Because it's a cast iron skillet, it's oil, and since I'm safe with cooking, I open the window and the range hood is on. It's basically permanently on. I think, however, we need to call maintenance because our range hood might be just fucked, and you'll see why in a minute. It's that I was cooking, right? I finished my steaks, plate them up. I cut up my paprika. I cut up the onions, right? Nice into rings. throw it onto the frying pan. Boom, they're frying. Delicious. Can't wait to eat it. Cooking, and then fucking all of a sudden, fire alarm goes off. The motherfucking fire alarm goes off with an open window and a range hood that's on, and I was just frying paprika and onions. Right. Now, obviously, I don't expect that it's me that triggered the fire alarm. I had no reason to think it was me, right? Because I'd taken all the precautions necessary to make sure the fire alarm didn't go off. So I was like, okay, shit, this is either a drill I didn't read about, or it's something serious and it should be taken seriously. So I turned off the stove, moved my pan off the stove. Fuck, my back itches. Off the stove, and I opened the door to the kitchen. One of my floor mates, she gets out of her room. She's like, "Do you know where that's coming from?" I said, "No, it's the fire alarm. We should go down." We go downstairs. Mind you, I'm on the 15th fucking floor, right? So it takes time to get down and back up. And I get down and I ask, "Oh, what's going on with the fire alarm on our floor? Right? Is everything okay?" They say, yeah, there's no fire to be worried about, and it's coming from the 15th floor. And I was like, shit, is it coming from a room or the kitchen? Because every room here has a fire detector, right? You know, for obvious purposes, and also to catch people from fucking smoking weed. It's not allowed in your room, even though it's allowed in the Netherlands. So the goal was to just see like what happened. And I asked them, and they said, yeah, it's one of the kitchens. So immediately I'm like, well, what the fuck? I had the window open and the range on, because, I don't know, I don't think it's the other kitchen, I think it's our kitchen. And they assure us, they're like, it's fine, don't worry about it, like, you're not in trouble, shit happens. But the elevator's disabled for a bit, because the fire alarm's on. We had someone checking upstairs, like a security team kind of for this shit, and then you're feeling to go, like, you feel free to go back to your like room, doing what you're doing, but you have to take the stairs. So I take the stairs back up, right, and I cooked a fucking banger meal. Right, my steaks are fucking on point. So I go up the stairs, mind you, 15th floor, and I want to get there quickly. So I'm kind of like running up the stairs. It's really fucking painful because 15 fucking floors. I want to see you do that, like, very quickly. Took me like 3 minutes getting up the stairs, and yeah, I get up, and the dude standing outside, the security guy standing outside the hallway that leads to our side of the floor. And he asked him if everything's okay. He said, yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just calling them to make sure that the fire alarm gets turned off. And he was in a call with them, and he must have been in the call with them the entire time, because I remember seeing like a call, like them being in a call downstairs at the reception. So I'm like, okay, sure, I'm just gonna go back to fucking cooking and eating my food, or just like taking the shit out of the frying pan. And he said, yeah, all right, no worries. And I get in the kitchen and turn to the left, and I see the frying pan's moved, and I see it's empty. Right, my frying pan's empty, and I'm like, shit, you know what? That's fair. They probably thought it was like a hazard, and they threw the food that I cooked, like the onions and paprika, into the trash. I was like, all right, that's fair. That's where the smoke was coming from. They probably thought it was still some sort of hazard, so they just fucking quickly binned it, and there'd be no issue. And then I'm like, all right, well, I still have my steaks. So I turn around, and I see the fucking table. Mind you, the steaks are plated and on the fucking table, with my mayo already on it, and it's gone. The plate and the steaks, everything's just fucking gone. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Where is everything? I look around for it, and then I fucking see that my plate is inside the sink. It's inside the sink, and it's like the mayo's been washed off. No fucking steaks. I turn around and I fucking look in the trash can. Boom, someone threw my fucking steaks into the trash. Now this shit ain't cheap. Alright? Steaks aren't cheap. But it was the time more so that like went into it, and I hadn't fucking eaten all day. I was really fucking hungry, dude. So I'm pissed. I'm like really fucking pissed. And because I thought it was like the fucking security guy who already is on his way down. He left. He left the hallway, and I didn't know who it was. But my fucking steak was gone, and I was really upset. So I get pissed. I start cursing. I clean up my shit, and I'm fuming in rage. Right? I recollect myself because when I get fucking angry, I get viciously angry, fucking aggressive, violent sometimes. And I was like, fuck this. I'm going back to my room, and I'm just gonna be angry. And I get back to my room, I talk about it with my parents, talk with my friends. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go downstairs to reception, right? See if it was their guy who fucking did it. And if it was the guy who did it, because like for security protocol, I understand completely, and I was completely on the same level. If the guy threw the paprika and the onions in the trash, it was because it was a fire hazard, right? They were just emptying the thing that was causing smoke. Perfectly understand that. That makes 100% sense to me. What doesn't make sense is my fucking steaks that were thrown in the trash, that were plated up and on the table, away from the stove. So there's no way it could have been causing the smoke. Let alone it being on fucking fire, it's pretty obvious to see when that's happening. So I'm thinking, you know what? This guy probably went against fucking protocol, and if it is, whether or not it is or isn't protocol, it makes no sense to throw the shit that was on my fucking plate, on the table, in the trash. So I'm just gonna ask for them to fucking pay for a meal. Alright? The place I'm staying has a restaurant. And you can buy a meal there, and it was fucking steak night, and it's a good restaurant, right? It's like kind of functions as a regular restaurant for people who come in to get meals. And I come downstairs, and I'm really lucky. The receptionist is a guy who I'm kind of friends with, not like really super friends with, but we're on friendly terms. We see each other, we smile at each other, wave, hi, bye. He's a pretty nice dude. He's in charge of taking care of our floor and expecting it. Fucking why am I fucking thing making noises? All right. So yeah, I go up to him and I ask him. All right, so I tell him the whole story because he was there. I saw him briefly, but I didn't know if he knew everything. So I just tell him, right? What's up, dude? Thing is, I was there. What the fuck? Why isn't this working? Okay. I was there. I caused the fire. I triggered the fire alarm, right? Shit just went down. And I turned off the stove. I took my onions and shit off. I took my pan off the stove. And I left, come downstairs to check, and went right back fucking up. And I asked him straight up, I was like, is it part of protocol to throw food in the trash that might be related to the source of the smoke? And he tells me no, and I don't know anything about that. He says, and then I was like, are you sure about that? I just want to make sure, just in case, like, even if he acted irrationally outside of protocol, I just want to know. And he says no, because he was on the phone with us the entire time, and he never mentioned anything about throwing anything away. Only that the thing was smoking up, and it was from a pan. And so, I'm faced with the other fucking option. It's that one of my floor mates went into the kitchen and fucking tossed my food. Someone from my floor went into the fucking kitchen and tossed my food after I had cooked it. Now, naturally, that's a bit fucking... I didn't want to believe that. Because it's a pretty shit thing to believe. That one of your own fucking floor mates would do that. But there's no other option. It's not like a fucking ghost came in. It's ain't fucking Luigi's Mansion after this bitch. It was just someone had to do it. And if it wasn't the guy who was checking on it, it was someone from my floor who went into the kitchen either before or after the guy came, because he was outside. I don't know if he was in and then he fucking exited. So it was after he exited or before he came, where someone went into my fucking room and not my room, into the kitchen, and just fucking yeeted my shit into the trash. This made me even more fucking pissed, right? Because there's a difference between being pissed about the security doing it and the people you fucking live with and you're going to need to live with for, at least 3 years. Ugh, I hope 3 years at least, I should say. If you're dealing with these people, right, you need to be able to coexist with them. And throwing someone's food in the trash because they accidentally set off a fire alarm ain't a fucking way to live with someone. At all. It's complete fucking bullshit. So I was sat there thinking, wow, someone from my fucking floor really did just throw my shit in the trash. And I'm pissed. And I go up. What the fuck is with me? I don't know why I'm so tired. But I go up, right? Furious. I'm on the phone. Send a voice message to my WhatsApp group, and I'm like, alright guys, I'm really fucking pissed. I want to know who threw my shit in the trash, right? I spoke, because I needed to set up the facts first. I spoke with the reception. I spoke with the person who checked on the fire. They didn't do anything wrong. They didn't throw it in the trash. So it has to be someone. So you can't use that as a thing to go back on. I just want to know. Now, originally, I was so fucking pissed I could have beaten the shit out. I would have fucking just punched them really fucking hard in the gut. If I got kicked out of the fucking place I'm staying, that's that. But holy fucking shit, I was so angry. And I cooled down a little bit, and I was just thinking, you know what? If they come forward, I'm just going to make them, A, either buy me a meal, or B, just buy me rebuy me steak. Not even mad about the paprika and onion thing, right? Once again, that was the thing I completely understood. Paprika and onion, fucking throw that shit out. Don't worry about it. Right? That's like €2. My steak. Yeah, it is not €2. Ergo, it's not fucking something I can just, turn a blind eye to. I need someone to, fess up. I need someone to pay. And, what happens is no one comes forward. In fact, I actually get made fun of. Made fun of in the group chat for being upset that someone fucking threw my shit in the trash. Now, I don't know what logic that functions, but that ain't a fucking logic that I'm familiar with. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty fucking, that's acceptable. As something to be angry about, someone fucking just chucking your food in the trash seems to me to be something that I would at least find pretty acceptable. I would totally understand it if someone was angry about that. Because it just makes fucking sense. You don't throw someone's shit in the trash. That's rude, man. That's fucking rude, man. This is a good song. Alright. Whew. Man, my venting is just something else, huh? I got really fucking pissed. Made sure everyone knew that I was really fucking pissed. And got got the reaction I wasn't expecting, but got a reaction. People knew that. Story's over. I still didn't have a fucking meal. So I'm really fucking lucky. And I asked my parents, and they're like, yeah, you know what? That's fucking bullshit what they did. So, go ahead, we'll fucking treat you to dinner. And I'm like, oh, fucking sweet. You fucking pog, dude. Free dinner? I'll take that. So I go to this nice place right there. Like, find yourself a nice restaurant. It's on us, so I find this really good fucking restaurant. It's called Sopranos. Really fucking delicious steaks. And, yeah. Have a really, really good meal. Met some nice ladies. Who were very confused at me sitting alone. They're like, wait, because, it took a long time for the food to get ready. They're like, wait, you just, here sitting here alone? I was like, no, I'm gonna eat. And they're like, okay, you seem kind of lonely. Thing is, I'm pretty sure they're hitting on me. And there's a problem with that, considering they're, maybe twice my age, maybe older. I not something I'm comfortable with. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm fine with age gaps to an extent, but Jesus Christ. That's just something. That is just something. Yeah. That was an interesting one. Oh. Fuck, my nose is getting stuffy. Oh, I got... What the fuck was that notification? Hold on, what? Oh, it's fucking Outlook. Oh, nice. The grades for our fucking Hangman assignment for programming was released. Oh, shit. 9.5 out of 10. Never mind. That's fucking pot. That is good. My fucking partner is a god. I love him. I love him so much. Yeah, he doesn't share the work with me sometimes. And sometimes he just kind of does his own thing and changes all the documentation for the code into whatever he wants. And it's really fucking hard to read, but yeah, otherwise it's really good. Like the asterisk assignment, I was able to get a Sudoku asterisk assignment. I was able to get pretty far alone into solving regular Sudoku, but he was able to push it all the fucking way. Get the asterisks array set and done. Get the oh shit, the music's up? No, just quiet. I'll turn it up a little bit. Yeah, he was able to get the asterisk array all good, get the solver to document multiple solutions and shit. It was pretty fucking good, dude. And yeah. That's nice and fun. But yeah, these old fucking ladies were hitting on me while getting my food ready because steaks take. It's a busy restaurant, and my steaks don't take too long to prepare. But I understood. At least I got my beer on time. It was a triple blonde, a strong blonde. I don't remember what the name of the beer is. I think I have a photo of it. It's really, really good. Give me a second. It was a Westmaler Trappist. Really, really fucking delicious. The fries that came with the steak too were fucking on point, and the mayo was too sweet for my liking. I personally like my mayo a bit, kind of the way Belgian mayo is, a bit sour, but sour, I'd say. Kind of got the like mustardy taste. Kind of, yeah. Yeah, something like that. Sour, I guess. But it's more flavorful than just the sweet ass fucking mayo that I see Americans and now the Dutch take. So yeah, that was that. I enjoyed my steak quite a lot. Got like a tender? No, I think I got a ribeye. Really fucking good. Um, so that was, yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. It really gave me some time to reflect and calm down because outside it was fucking raining so fucking bad. Legit, visibility was garbage, at least from upstairs from my window. Everything was fucking gray. It was raining like hell, and it was actually quite funny in the restaurant. They had these like umbrellas, outside because there's an outside terrace. They had these umbrellas open, but the way that they were made was these umbrellas that were already part of the aesthetic. They kind of like they weren't umbrellas, but they were like alcove protectors. I'd like to say they just extended a bit further over the windows, where like the seats that were like the closest to seats that were closest to the fuck seats closest to the restaurant were, and they're kind of made in a way that if too much wind blew like in a certain direction, fucking the water would go down the umbrella onto the thing and then splash directly outwards into the like down into the people. And so there were a couple funny moments where the chicks that were the women, they're really they can't really call them chicks. We're not the same age range, but the women that were out there fucking hitting on me. One of them was like just splashed all over her back. It was really funny. I mean, granted, she was wearing a jacket, so like nothing serious. No serious damage was inflicted, but it was still quite comical to look at. I like that a lot. I had a nice laugh at it. I listened to my acid jazz playlist, which I might use in a stream in the future sometime for like another thing. But right now, my lo-fi playlists are pretty good. They're brought to us by Axonai, who's like a programmer. And he makes these really nice lo-fi coding beats. Lo-fi beats to code and program to. Fucking love it. Yeah, it was really, really nice. And then on Saturday, when did I get done? I was feeling better from Friday, so I was able to call my friends and talk to them and be like, yeah, you know what, it's feeling better. Because while I'm angry, I really don't like to talk to anyone. It's like I was feeling better, I can get some shit done, and I got a lot of shit done for my programming, right? That's when I did the most work for the Sudoku, and just fucking pushed hard and fast through that shit to get a lot done, which I sent to my partner, and then played a lot of League. Been getting back into that because it's more casual than Dota. I really like MOBAs, right? I really like MOBAs. But Dota, which is the one that I played the most, I had like 1,000 hours in it. Which is pretty fucking pussy for some people I know, like my friend Chase, who's got, I think, 8,000. But then again, he's like Immortal, which is like the highest rank possible. He's basically like the same level pro players are at. He's played versus pro players before, like in those in a lot of competitive sport like esports. There's always those highlight channels, those YouTube those pro player highlight channels, and he's been in some of those videos of pro players, and he's fucking stomped on them. It's quite interesting to watch if you play Dota. But yeah, League is simpler, less complicated Dota. it requires less of a time like involvement to do somewhat well, right? And I don't mind doing shit in League because like it's just to chill out. Even though I'm fucking losing like really badly, I'm like, yeah, right. I'm just playing to kill some time and relax my brain. I don't need to think about so many things because the main reason I play video games is to like kind of like chill out, not think too much. Which is why I stopped doing like speed running for Dark Souls. Not that Dark Souls is like difficult for me to play or like I don't relax when I play. I really like playing Dark Souls to relax, but speedrunning it, like it has the time constraint and like the skips you need to do properly. And like, oh, if you don't kill this boss in like at least in like maximum 2 tries, you fucking fail. I don't like that sentiment. I might do another casual Dark Souls 3 replay. Might go all miracles, all miracle build? Question mark. That might be fun. Like a pure faith build. Maybe that might be good. I need to think about that. But Dota I can't play to chill out. That's not a concept that really exists for Dota because everyone in Dota is fucking hyper active, right? They want to do their very best, even if it's not ranked, because the hidden MMR is such a big factor. And getting into very high skill matchmaking or high skill matchmaking is so important. So people take even casual games really seriously. So I can't like just dick around in Dota. And at the same time, like in Dota, like in general, there's just more mechanics in League. There's shit like, I have to worry about denying, turn rates, fucking projectiles, disjointing, tread switching, item dropping for like effective regeneration. All this shit that you just need to keep in mind. And sometimes I just don't want to keep in mind. Sometimes I just want to let my brain like release, just to relax. But if I do that in Dota, you're guaranteed to lose. If you don't take full advantage of the mechanics, you are going to lose. 1 fucking million%, alright? And so it's like it's just not good. Not good to play Dota. But League, you don't need to worry about that. You don't even need to worry too much about strategy or anything in League. Just play your fucking lane and occasionally gank. I play a lot of top lane, some mid lane. I know how to play jungle pretty well. So I'm fine with doing fucking anything really. Just not ADC and support. I fucking hate those roles. Those roles can die in a fire. But yeah. Play and have fun. Meet some people along the way. I'm just friendly in chat. Unless some person's being highly autistic or fucking cancerous. And even toxic people are fun to play with sometimes. There's this like Rengar player who is really, really toxic, but a fun dude. Like in the beginning, he was pretty chill, but he was getting pissed because some people were feeding. And instead of doing the constructive thing, like please don't do that again, right? We can win this. We just need to like stay focused, like don't dive too far. He's like, oh my god, you're fucking shit at the game. We're gonna fucking lose because you're feeding like a fucking cunt. And I completely understand that sentiment, like totally. But yeah, it's still bad. It's like not good to be that toxic. But even those people, you can just mute them and not worry too much about it. Because you don't really need to communicate that much in League to do well. Especially in like a top lane role where your whole point is just be big and strong and bulky so you can come like 10-20 minutes down the line and just fucking smack a person and kill them. Played a lot of Nasus for that because it's Nasus. Nasus breaks shit easily. Nasus stacks. And at like 30 fucking 300 stacks, he just one-shots the fucking enemies. Actually, that's wrong. He two-shots enemy ADCs, enemy carries. He two-shots them with 300 stacks. I know that because he did that in a game I played today. But it's more difficult for League because all the champions are locked behind a paywall. There isn't any really realistic way you can try out every champion. And so you need to watch a lot of YouTube videos. If you want to like find a main, you need to watch a lot of videos. And you need to like look at stats, and you need to fucking look at gameplay and all that shit to find a champion you want to play. And I found one, Yone. I call him Yon because it's funnier. But he seems pretty fun, and I have enough blue essence to buy him, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna play him. I'm gonna have fun with him because he's versatile. He can be played in every role, and no one really bans him. And the problem is the people I play get banned or can get counterpicked really fucking easy, or are just locked to one role. For example, Set. Set is kind of pretty fun, you know, just fucking punching people to fucking death and suplexing them. That's awesome. Fucking Undertaker shit right there. But he gets, he gets banned a lot, which is poopy, and he gets pretty decently countered around by the enemy just having like not that high of a health team, right? Like if they don't have like a super tanky person, then Set's kind of pointless. And yeah, another person is Teemo. Teemo is so much fucking fun. I love playing him, but problem with Teemo is he's kind of useless, right? He doesn't have a lot of impact around the game. Just an annoyance, unless you have like fucking 1000 AP, in which point you just go pew 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 and win. Fizz gets countered a lot because he's melee in the mid lane, and he's not fucking Yasuo to have a shield that or like high pressure. He's fucking Fizz. He's a fish. He can have high pressure, but he needs a lot of AP to really do that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to find out what's good for me in terms of characters I want to play. I'll definitely find something good. Something I'll enjoy a lot. Yon looks pretty fun, so I'll be trying him out sometime. And well, yeah, that's really it for my league shit. Or I guess my weekly rant. There's not much else I'd like to talk about. Except maybe like I'm a bit unsatisfied with how I'm performing in terms of studying and what I'm doing for like in terms of responsibilities for school. Because how do I put this? It's no secret, right, that you really, really need to focus on studying, right? You need to focus on doing assignments properly and studying and using your time wisely. But I'm having the problem where I'm not spending my time wisely, not in the sense that I'm just doing other shit, but it takes me a long time to get in the zone for studying, and when I'm in the zone, it just doesn't go at the pace that I wish I could go at, right? And I think a lot of that has to do with location, like where I'm studying, because I'm studying in my room, right? Which means accessible to me is my fucking bed, it's my desk, my trinkets and shit that I have, my piano, my fridge, everything is just here, and I get carried away sometimes, right? I don't feel like I'm in a study environment, I feel like I'm in a home relaxing environment, right? Which is kind of the problem that I had in high school, and at the end when we had all this when we had the what's it called? When we had online classes for the end of school. I was in my room and I just didn't feel as compelled to do shit as I otherwise normally would be. So I'm thinking of possibly, because there's a study area downstairs on the first floor, I'm thinking of, trying to go there a lot more often, right? When I don't have classes. I'm like the fucking laziest shit ever. It's like become way too much work for me to just go fucking to the elevator and downstairs. I really need to better that because I need to go to a place where people around me are studying, right? Where I feel more pressured to work, right? And, you know, do shit. And that's around people who are doing that exact same shit I should be doing. So I'm thinking to better myself. I'm going to go downstairs to the study area a lot more regularly to make sure I'm just fucking doing shit at all. Because I can get in the zone, right? When I was doing my my programming assignment, I was fucking in the zone, man. I was fucking dope. You know you're fucking in the zone when you do coding, when you're programming something, and you look at like existing like directories, existing libraries for this shit, and your stuff is exactly matching the library. Like that's when you know you're fucking doing shit, dude. Right, that's called being in the zone. But it took me quite a while, and I was only able to really be in the zone for programming that day. Like I've started noticing a lot that whenever I want to study when I want to study logic and set theory, I go to my bed. Right, I just lie down on my bed, and I read because it's just away from other distractions and shit. And I'm able to focus a lot better and be a lot more in the zone, quote unquote, without, you know, being in the zone. So I'm starting to think that maybe for the time being, it's going to be much better, like much more effective for me if I go work in the study area and really fucking work. Like, it's good that I read through the I'm reading earlier for fucking logical reasoning, so I'm a bit ahead in terms of material, and I want to keep doing that. Right, there's a weekly test every Wednesday at 1 o'clock, at 1:30 to 2:30, right? And I want to just be able to, actually no, it's 1:30 to 2:15. That's important because it fucks over a lot of people. But I want to be able to, after I finish that test, right, either that night or the next night, to be able to read the next chapter in, right? To just have full knowledge of what's going to happen next, so I can work on the assignments and ask good questions in the next tutorial. Same thing for programming. We get our assignment on Thursday. I want to be able to do Thursday night to do as much as possible before I head to a teacher on a tutorial session to ask what is that, like, what can I do? Right? There isn't much, like, things in terms of reading ahead for coding, and I'm sure there is to an extent, right? Like, a way that you can use some kind of array or list or property. I mean, Google also has that shit. It's programming. Like 90% of the assignments and shit is just finding the answer on GitHub or Stack Exchange or some shit like that. And that's all right, you know, because it's coding. There's no need to fucking reinvent the wheel. The only thing is, like, it's gonna hurt later down the line when I do like proper fucking assignments. Yeah, but you know. I don't really fucking care that much. It's better than you think. Just doing that. Yeah. So I really want to get on top of that. Right. That's my next goal. I guess this would be smart to do because it's a weekly recap segment, right? We want to be able to recap what happens weekly. My goal should be that I get a lot more, you know, focused in the zone, like scheduled for more things. You know, I need to start like booking my gym appointments like a week in advance to go to the gym more regularly, take care of myself. I should also finance things better, right? Finance things better, go to the gym more often. I need to make sure to go down to the study room to study properly, study effectively. right? Because if I spend fucking 3 hours staring at a book and I don't get fucking anything, it's useless, useless to me. And have more ideas for what I'm gonna do to progress this channel, like both in terms of my YouTube channel and in terms of my Twitch. Because as fun as these like weekly streams are, I still need to do other things, right? And I need to find out what I want to do, what I want to be a part of. And maybe my opportunity just hasn't come yet. I don't know. We'll see, because I have access to now proper editing software. Actually, with my university, I have Photoshop and Premiere Pro, which means I can edit videos properly. I can make thumbnails, which is good. It's a good opportunity for me to actually grow and do something out of this, right? Consistency is the key. I just need to find some sort of idea that I am willing to put time into, and that I am able to put time into. I need to find that. And I also need to work more on music, because, you know, that's the thing that I need to do. Music is so important to me. And I haven't been finding a lot of time to play piano or, you know, make my music. I'm halfway through making my second track for my second album. Right, I got the pretty good loop. I know I should be changing some chords here and there. I got some advice from a friend. He says to change some chords up, dequantize a lot of the things to give it a more jazzy, groovy vibe. And yeah, just play some sax parts over it. Get my friend who's a drummer to get some stuff, like some decent drum beats in. And yeah, it's a pretty good loop for the start. And I'm glad with the process. And then after that, I need to find out what I'm going to do for the acid jazz, because I need to fix my lo-fi piece, because my lo-fi piece sounds fucking shit. But then after that, I need to go for work for my acid jazz. And make sure I get good shit done for the acid jazz. I need good ideas. So I'm going to be listening to more acid jazz to get more ideas. Like how the feel, the tone, the flow. Because it is one of my favorite genres, but I'm not very good at remaking shit. I need a lot of data before I do that. And afterwards, I can work on my little classical mini album. Not album, it isn't the same way I'm doing my other albums. And then yeah, then I can work on my future funk stuff, which I think is going to be pretty cool. The future funk, because city pop still hasn't left me. City pop is still fucking amazing. Yeah, well, that's all I can really think about. What I could talk about. I just want to improve what I'm doing. I want to be able to go out more, right, and not feel bad about it, because, you know, that's how you meet people. You go out to bars and shit, but if I feel bad about it, right, if I feel like I can't go out because I didn't do enough work or haven't studied enough, that's not good. I want to be able to go out to the bar, you know, regardless of my situation. I want to do that. You know? I don't want to be forced in a situation where I have to tell a friend, sorry man, can't go outside tonight because of a homework assignment I haven't done, or because I need to study. Alright? I never want that to be an excuse for me to not go out. Alright? Proper excuses are, okay, there's an exam I need to study for, that is completely fine. I have classes tomorrow morning, that is completely fine. But if it's a mini test like the weekly test that we have, that's not a problem. Or a homework assignment, that should never be a problem. That should not be a problem, and I don't want it to be a problem for me. Right? So that's my goal. I just want to be more efficient with scheduling shit. And I need to find out how I'm going to do that properly. because I know I can do it properly. But it's going to be a challenge. Nothing comes easily. It's going to be a challenge to find the right method that works for me. Right? Nothing works universally for everyone. I think having a visual indicator of it. So I need like buying a whiteboard and hanging it up in my room somewhere. Just so I look at it and it just says, all right, this between this and this time, do this. Right? This is what you got to do. Etc. Etc. What's on the list of like things to do today. Having an online calendar doesn't hit as hard as having like an actual visual reminder. Something you see in front of you and you're like, oh shit, I gotta do this today. So yeah. That's really it. I don't have much else to say. I've had everything I wanted to say. It's unfortunate that we couldn't get any guests on the podcast tonight, but I don't need it because it's just a journal. It's a journal to track how my time has been and how I'm feeling about it. And not gonna lie, this week has been pretty meh. Pretty, mid-tier. I felt good about my calculus test. That was fucking awesome. Right? I got a really good score for my calculus test. Didn't feel good about the logic test. Not at all. I got a shit grade for that. Because I didn't understand it properly. And that was a result of not being able to study properly to focus enough to really, absorb all the knowledge. That is completely on me. And I do have time to recover. I have plenty of time to recover from that. Right? Because right now I'm sitting at one good score and one bad score. Alright? And I can recover from this. But it's going to take effort. Effort to focus properly, effort to, work effectively, and I want to do that. For programming, I'm feeling pretty safe. As long as I keep doing shit, I should be good. All right. I think that's it for me tonight. I said my goals, I said my problems, I said my everything. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Well, there's this one person watching. I don't know who it is. But thank you. That's very kind of you. It could just be me. But, oh, it's Philippine. Philippine was in chat. I don't know if she's still here. But she was in chat, which means she either just has Twitch open or she's actually there. I don't know. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice talking, just getting everything out of my mind. So I can focus better on on tomorrow. Tomorrow I have 2 tutorials and programming, I think. Let me check my schedule. Yeah, I have 2 tutorials. No, just 2 tutorials. That's boss. 1 for logic, 1 for programming. And I don't need to worry too much about programming because we've basically done the asterisk Sudoku. I can ask because we're having this weird problem. I should probably save is. We're having a weird problem with our code, which it's not, printing out the right number of solutions, but that's easily fixed. Right. So, yeah. That's all I really have to say. I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening. I love all of you guys. Everyone who listens, everyone who watches. I really do. I appreciate you guys so much. And I will try my best to make this channel into something. I want to make it into something. I want to be able to do something with it. So yeah. That's all I really have to say. Peace out, everyone.